Ayo, yo, hey, it's the best of vibes. It's the best of vibes.
G'day guys, welcome back to episode number 8 of the Best of Vibes podcast. Today we're joined by 2020 AFL draft prospect and Glenelg under 18's best and fairest, Hagan Wright. How are you, Hagan?
Not bad yourself.
Yeah, not too bad.
Sweet.
I guess I'll get us kicked off with just tell us a bit about yourself, like growing up and where you played your juniors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm from a small country town in like the southeast of South Australia. Played all my footy, like junior footy here for the Kingston Saints, and then progressed my way up to like Glenelg under 16s and stuff, and then was lucky enough to play a bit of state footy and stuff and get selected in the 18s, and sort of just went on from there.
Very nice.
So you're from a country town, like you just said. What sort of things did you used to get up to?
Always been into like hobbies and stuff. You mean like?
Yeah, like hobbies and.
Yeah, well, I'm into surfing a fair bit. Do a lot of surfing, fishing. Love fishing. A bit of shooting and stuff as well. Got a little bit of land here, but not much. And I know just motorbikes and all that sort of stuff. Just having fun. Yeah.
I said before you won the best and fairest. You also won the under 18s MVP. How'd that feel winning that?
Well, I didn't expect it at all. It just sort of happened, but I was captain, so I was going to go anyway to the presentations, obviously, and it's great to win it. But would have loved to have played a bit of finals footy and stuff, and got some team accolades as well. But I guess it was a good thing to have, just to like reward me for like hard work and stuff that I put in over the last couple of years and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. How did it feel when you got told that you were going to be captain of the side?
It was a bit nerve-wracking. I've never actually been like a captain of a team, so I don't really know how it'll work. But I had a fellow mate in Riley Holder. I don't know if you know him or not, but we were co-captains together, so I think that was good. So like we sort of shared the load. It didn't really change my game too much, apart from a bit more like leadership on the field and stuff. But I was pretty pumped to like have the respect of the boys to give me it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
That's
What I'd like to hear.
So I'm not sure if you're actually allowed to say this or not, but how many clubs have you been interviewed by?
I won't say how many, but I've had a few. It's obviously good to have a bit of interest and stuff, but you just never know until the night, really, sort of thing.
Yep.
With a bit of it, it's obviously it's pretty cool experience, whether it happens or not. You've spoken to clubs and stuff, and it's just a good thing to have, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Yeah.
What do you like to do in your off season when you're not training or playing footy, like every week?
Well, I come home, like, because obviously I'm up in Adelaide for school and footy, so it's great to come home and got a few mates here that also play footy up there. We just we go surfing all the time. Like really in the summer, it's really nice down in Robe and stuff, so we head down there a fair bit. I love coming home and just chilling out for a bit. Get away from the city and stuff for a little bit. It's good, but nothing too much really. We go. My sister lives on the Gold Coast. We go up there every now and then and go surfing and see her and stuff. So we do a bit of different stuff, but yeah.
Was that fairly similar during the Corona break, or you couldn't do anything, like when it was all locked down sort of stuff?
Because I come home and did online school for a couple of weeks, and it was just easier to be down here and stuff, and it didn't really change too much down here. Like we didn't have to lock down or anything, obviously, but we did have one case in Kingston here, but I don't know where that come from. But it was all pretty normal down here. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Throughout COVID and all that sort of stuff, what did you do to keep yourself fit?
Yeah, well, like the end of last year, I had a bit of like groin problems and stuff, like injury, and it took me a while to get over that. So as bad as the COVID stuff was, it was good for me to get a bit of extra time in, like my groin and stuff to recover. So I just did heaps of rehab and a bit of strength and conditioning stuff, and got myself as good as I could for the season. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
You said you went home and did a bit of online schooling before. How'd your exams end up going?
Yeah, well, I've had one. When was it? Tuesday. So I only had one overall, which was maths, And I was a bit nervous. I probably could have prepared a bit better than I did, but it was pretty good. I thought, yeah, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do maths.
No.
Even on my best day, I struggled to
Did you
figure out what
guys
2
have-
plus 2 is.
Did you guys have Year 12 this year?
That did.
Yeah, I did.
Exams?
No, we didn't actually have exams. So what we've got a thing called VCAL, which is pretty much for people that don't want to do school, but also don't want to get a job at the same time.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just did a bludging sort of Year 12.
That's all right.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I know Millsy usually asks everybody this, but are you currently in a relationship with anybody?
No, I'm not. Nah, single's a Pringle, mate.
There
Are
we
you looking
go.
to hook me up, are you?
Oh, well, you most likely will get a couple of followers after this.
Hope so.
Depends if you're willing to find someone in Melbourne, because you probably won't get anyone in South Australia. Do you have any pets?
Yes, I've got a dog and 2 cats. I got a 3-legged cat and then another one with a stumpy tail. So she's all sorts down here.
What breed of dog is it?
Kelpie. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, can't pat him at the moment. He's gone out and rolled in the paddock in something rotten, and yeah, he's a wild dog, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, love them. Another question for you: what is your pre-game pump-up song? We've got a couple of interesting ones, so I just kind of want to see what yours is.
I don't listen to music before a game.
Oh,
I sort of try and relax a bit. If I was to have one, The Buzz, Hermitude.
yep.
Yeah, I listen to that. I used to listen to that a bit, but yeah, I haven't really listened to music much for a game for a while. Yeah.
What's your pre-game routine then?
I like to get to the game real early. Like to get changed into my gear real early. And then I just like to go out in the ground and, have a look at the oval and see how damp it is and stuff like that. And I don't know, just relax. I get pretty nervous for games, so I like to just chill out by myself for a bit and stuff, and then do the warm up with the boys and then get into it. But yeah, nothing too serious really. Yeah.
As a supporter standpoint, like in the AFL, who do you reckon has the most feral supporters?
Feral supporters. Well, being a South Australian boy, I'll go for Collingwood myself. So I'm
Very
not
nice.
going to say them, am I?
Yes, very nice.
Yeah, I can see your hat there. I saw that before.
Oh no.
Probably Port Adelaide, I'd say.
Yeah.
I like Port a lot better than I like the Crows, but I've been to a few games and their supporters are pretty wild. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I have to say Port.
Damn, I'm gonna get ganged up on today.
What's your view on Collingwood's current standpoint with the off-season and getting rid of players and stuff like that?
Well, I've looked into it a little bit. I haven't been right into it or anything, but I don't know. I hope they can get a few players, maybe another key forward or something like that to help them out. But I think, what are they trying to get rid of? Treloar and Phillips and Stevenson and a couple others. But I don't know. I think they could probably hold on to a few of them. They're pretty good footballers, but it's up to them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just feeling. It's usually there's 3 different teams that everyone supports, but now there's 2 Collingwood supporters. Man,
What are you? Who do you go for?
I'm a Demon supporter.
Oh, that's all right. I don't reckon I've ever met a Demon supporter, so there you go.
Yeah, we're rare. We're rare. On that, so far, what has probably been your hardest game you've played?
Hardest game? Probably last year's knockout grand final.
Yep.
Do you guys know what the knockout stuff is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we played PAC in the grand final, and I had to stand a mate. He was from Kingston, Luke Pedler. Yeah, like we've been mates our whole life, and I had to stand him, and he's a pretty handy footballer, and we were both bottom age, but like, yeah, that was a hard game. I thought it was wet, it was cold, but it was a tough game as well. So yeah, that was probably the hardest game I've ever played in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your best or funniest story you can tell us?
Oh, jeez, mate, you put me on the spot here. Jeez, I don't know, eh? We'll come back to that one. I'll have a think about it, and I'll come back to that. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
What is your go-to joke?
Joke. Jeez, these are tough questions now, aren't they? Go-to joke. Oh, I heard a ripper one the other day. Can't remember what it was. No, I don't know. Hey, I don't really joke and stuff. I don't know. I don't really have a go-to joke or anything. Yeah. Well, what's your go-to joke?
Well, Millsy can go first. He loves to tell his.
All right, mine's a guy walks into a bar with a steering wheel down his pants. The bartender goes, "Mate, you realise you got a steering wheel down your pants?" The guy goes, "Yeah, I know. It's driving me nuts."
That is a good one. Maybe I'll use that one now.
I've overused that one. I've said it so much because it's the only one I can think of.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, no, my one is a bit of a dad joke. It's what do you call a cow with only 2 legs? I think it's like something like that, and it's like lean beef or something.
Oh
But
yeah, no, I reckon I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the jokester.
Yeah, not really the jokester.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
with you on that
Millsy's
one.
got me covered on that one.
You couldn't tell us the joke. You said we'd come back to that. But what's your most embarrassing story about yourself?
Most embarrassing story, eh? It was probably the other day at the presentation. I didn't like when I won the best and fairest and stuff, and I'm not too good at using a microphone, and I thought I could hear myself fine, but apparently no one else could. So yeah, after the I said my speech for both of them, and they come back, sat down, and they said, "What'd you say?" Like, I was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Yeah, we couldn't hear you. Anything you were saying at all." So I was just standing up there, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So yeah, that's it afterwards.
Do you follow any other sports?
Well, I used to play a little bit of cricket and stuff, and I didn't really get into that. I used to follow that a little bit, but not much. No, I'm not really into, like, I don't really get into anything a lot. Like, I watch basketball, I watch a bit of NFL and stuff, but yeah, I don't really get into it that much. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Do you follow anyone, like any particular team, or just sort of watch like basketball?
Yeah, I just sort of watch it. I don't like get into it too much. I don't have a favourite team or don't back anyone, but yeah, it's good to watch and stuff on TV and stuff. But yeah, not right into it. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you think, Millsy? We get into some questions that people have asked.
All right. You've been well and truly stitched up with someone. I
don't doubt it. I've had a few people text me and said they've stitched me up, but yeah.
All right, we'll start off with Xavier Robbins.
Oh, this one, eh? I don't know what it is, but he said it was a cracker, so.
He messaged us privately for this one because he really wanted us to ask you this.
Wow.
He said, as the pig, if you could name one partner in crime known as the piglet, who would it be and what makes this partnership so dangerous?
Yeah, I was Zave, eh? Yeah, we had like a little joke going around, an inside joke, and I was the pig and he was the piglet. And yeah, so he would have to be the piglet.
Yeah.
He's stitched me up here, hasn't he? Yeah, like, I love Zave. He's a great bloke, but yeah, he's pretty arrogant, that fella. Yeah, Zave's definitely the piglet, I reckon.
I think he'd be happy to hear that. He said he was going to tune in.
He'd be very chuffed to hear that. He would, yeah.
Kieran Pass asked Hagan about a game of Call of Duty against Kieran Pass.
So yeah, young Kieran, he's a Kingston lad. He's mates with my brother, my younger brother. We used to play a bit of Black Ops on the Xbox here and stuff, and I had to put on. We had a bet going, and I can't remember what I had. Well, I had to put him on my Instagram bio for a month or whatever if he beat me, and yeah, he kicked my ass on that one, and so I had to put his name on. He was the CEO of COD. That's what it had to go on my Instagram bio for a month. So there you go.
Geordie Trioth, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
He or she, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's a she. She's my cousin.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
She asked, how does he have the best looking legs in the country?
Yeah, so I shave my legs and I love my legs. They're definitely not the best looking legs in the country, but no, I probably should do leg day more often. But yeah, who does leg day, eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
I definitely don't. My legs are like a twig.
So am mine.
Ethan Murdoch said, me and the boys would whoop him in Call of Duty.
Yeah, he's another one of my mates, my brother's mates, and yeah, he's the same. But he's no good at it. I'll kick his ass every time. But yeah.
Big Zachy Phillips, who we've had on before.
Yeah, big.
He said, "Why do you call yourself the pig?"
No, it would start off as an inside joke with I don't know, Will Schreiber. Do you know him?
I think. Oh yeah, he asked the question on this. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it started off with him, and me and him was a bit of an inside joke, and then we sort of went to the Bays boys, and then it sort of spread from there. Like, and I sort of took on the role for a little bit as well, just to go along with it, and yeah, and then obviously the boys at school found out about it and stuff, and I don't hear the end of it now.
Oh, it's not a bad nickname. You've got Levi Greenwood, the pig.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Will Schreiber's got a question here as well.
Yeah.
Is it true that they call you the pig because of your off-field performances?
Yeah, we had a little gag going for a bit. I was the pig on and off the field, but no, that's definitely not true. I'll stick out of trouble off the field.
Josh Trios said, "Does he have any Glenelg shirts I can borrow?"
Yeah, he's the brother of that Geordie before, and he's always nagging me to borrow a Glenelg singlet or something. And I don't know why. He'd be like 6 sizes bigger than me. Like, he's a bit tall, and he's a bit thicker than me too. There's no it'd be shocking looking on him.
All right, Bailey Chamberlain has stitched you up here. He nominated you to come on.
Yeah.
And he stitched you up. He said, "Is it true that you contracted a disease from a girl?"
No, that's not true. There was another joke going for a bit, but no, it's not true. Yeah, he has stitched me up there, hasn't he?
Yeah. What's the story behind that?
Oh, jeez, I don't know if I should say. No, I had a rash on my back and stuff, and he just sort of assumed it was a disease I picked up from a bird, but it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, no. Jordan Chandler said, "Favorite position on and off the field?"
Jesus. I won't say my off-field position, but I will say my on-field position. I like being in the midfield, but probably not my best position, but I love it there. Who doesn't? But yeah, I won't be saying my off-field position, no.
No, that's all right. Oliver Haggett said, "What team would you like to play for in the AFL?"
What team? Well, I reckon Collingwood, obviously, that'd be a pretty sick team to play for. Richmond would also be pretty good to play for, I reckon. But even I reckon Gold Coast or Brisbane, that'd be just an awesome place to live. And obviously, Brisbane are pretty handy at the moment too. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm hoping to see you draft day holding up a Pies jersey, that's for sure.
I wouldn't complain with it either, mate.
Mitch Malthouse, who I misread that when I saw his name and thought it was Mick for a second. He said, "Do you spend your weekends shooting at pigs?"
Well, Mitchy boy, eh? No, I don't think what you think is what he means. Like, yeah, I do a bit of pig shooting, but that's definitely not what he means. He means, I won't say what he means actually, but yeah.
I think I've got a rough idea of what he means now that I think of it.
You keep that in your head then, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. My grandma's got a bit of land up at New South Wales, top of New South Wales. She got a couple of stations up there, and I go shooting pigs and stuff up there in the cooler months. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the answer Mitch was hoping for.
Oh, he also asked, what do you rate yourself out of 10?
No, I reckon if you get a few beers into me, I rate myself pretty highly. But no, I'm just a normal fella, humble.
Brody Edwards said, did you name yourself the pig?
Yeah, Brody. You know his brother Luke Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brody's a good bloke. He's a beige boy as well. No, Brody, I did not name myself the pig. I did go along with it once it was named to me, but yeah.
I'm going to ask you a bit of a different question. Do you like the name the pig, or do you want to have a different nickname or something like that?
Look, at the start, I didn't really like it because it sounded real arrogant and stuff. But I think if you didn't know me, you'd think it's pretty arrogant. But I think once you got to know me and how it come about and stuff, yeah, I don't mind it now. Yeah, like it just, I don't know, it's sort of stuck.
Yeah.
Especially with the Adelaide boys and stuff. But yeah, no, I wouldn't change it. I don't reckon.
Yeah. Harry Dowling, another one that stitched you up, said, how many girls have you pulled wearing my sunnies?
Yeah, he's a bloke that I stole his $15 cotton on sunnies, and I've had them for a good 8 months, I reckon. No, I don't pull any birds, mate. None at all.
Do you reckon he could if he was wearing the sunnies?
No, I don't reckon the sunnies would help him any more than he has to. No. Old Hasbro, eh? Yeah.
Bowen Eddie Kerr asked, do you prefer the nickname Pig or Bert?
Yeah, well, that's another name that Chambo come up with. You know, Bert and Ernie.
Yep.
Yeah, he reckons I look like Bert. If I don't pluck my eyebrows, I've got a bit of a monobrow going, so he stitched me up with that. Nah, so I'd definitely go with Pig instead of Bert, I reckon.
Kane Sherlock asked, heard you got an interview from all AFL clubs. You must be good, eh?
I definitely have not had an interview from all AFL clubs, and I've never said that. He stitched me up. He's a Henley boy as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
No shells. It's not happening, mate.
Will Schreiber, again, he went all out with his questions.
Yeah, sure he has some.
Is it true that cats are your favourite pets?
Yes, it's true. I love my cats. Yeah. I got 2 cats and stuff, and they always sleep in the bed with me and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually moving in with Shrives in a couple of weeks. Me and him are living together in Adelaide. But no, he's whipping out the questions today, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got another one, which is our last one.
Yeah, sure he does, eh?
He said, who nicknamed you the pig?
Yeah, him and Xavier were the 2 that sort of started it, but mainly Will. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll give him credit for that.
All right, now I'll go back to our questions.
Yeah.
If you're in a pub with your mates and you had 2 minutes to order something, what would you order and why?
Are we talking beer? Or are we talking?
Oh, it can be food and drink.
Down the local pub at Lockley's there. We go there and we get a palmy and a beer for $20. So yeah, me, Scribes, and a few of the other boys from Henley, we go down there every now and then, and on the weekends, there you go. $20 for a beer and a palmy. It's a pretty good deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is palmy your favourite meal?
It would have to be, yeah. It's up there. Yeah.
I don't like it. I hate them.
Really?
Yeah. Too much cheese.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with them.
I hate them. Can't have them.
You don't like cheese?
Oh, I like cheese. It's just like Bailey was saying 2 weeks ago. Depends where you go. Some places just slap cheese in a piece.
Yeah, some places it's overwhelming, but no, you can't go past a good palmy, I don't reckon. I don't mind a bit of nachos either. Nachos.
Yeah.
They're going right.
nachos.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we've had one person on this show yet that said they'd like a steak.
Like the steak. I don't mind steak, but I'd rather a palmy.
Yeah. What's a beer that you usually get?
I'm pretty vanilla. I'm a northern boy.
Yep.
Drink Northerns. Yeah. Few super dries and stuff, but I don't actually drink very often. I just when I do, that's what I have. Yeah.
Yep. If someone made a movie or you wrote a book about your life, what would you call it?
Jeez, I could have some names for this, I reckon. The Life of Pig. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have that. No, I don't know. Jeez, I don't know, but it wouldn't be a very good book. It wouldn't be very big either, I don't reckon. Just The Life of Hagan, Wright, I reckon. We'll stick with that.
Simple.
Yeah,
Nice.
simple.
I reckon we make the YouTube video "Life of a Pig" or something like that, just to stitch him up a little bit.
That's it. If you want to do that, you can. Just don't tag me in it.
So you say you shoot, yeah?
Yep.
What sort of gun do you shoot? Like, what's your?
Well, here we've got a 22 Magnum and a 243. So yeah, we shoot with that. But I know I go up to my grandma's and use a 308 and stuff, and we shoot pigs and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't have my own yet. It's too expensive for me to buy. I need to get my license first, too.
Yeah. No, I haven't got mine either.
Yeah. You country boys?
I'm a country boy.
Yeah.
I'm more of a city boy.
City boy.
I live in the middle of nowhere, pretty much.
Whereabouts?
So up my way, it's a place called Dales Creek. It's a little small town, 15 minutes away from any like supermarkets or anything like that. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
What's it close to? Or is it not?
It's Ballarat is probably the closest major place.
Yeah.
Or Melton, which is probably.
I've heard of Melton, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the greatest area. So if you've heard, you probably wouldn't have heard much good stuff about it.
No, I reckon I've just heard the name. I don't know anything about it, mate.
Yeah, no.
If you could travel anywhere out of South Australia to play footy, where would you go to?
Yeah, probably like Queensland. Like Gold Coast or Brisbane, like I said. But like that's obviously the clubs. But I've played footy up at Gold Coast before, like for the under 16 stuff, and that was awesome. Yeah, it was. We had perfect weather. We played on Southport, and we played at the Gabba as well. And yeah, it was that great. Like the weather was perfect. There was no wind or anything. Yeah, it was unreal up there. Yeah.
So, what's one thing that will scare you the most if you get drafted by a team like, in Melbourne or anything like that?
Will scare me the most?
Yeah.
Probably underperforming like expectations.
Yep.
I think that would be like, especially. I'm not saying I'm going to get drafted, but like, especially if you're like probably top 30, you've got a bit of expectation to perform and stuff. And I reckon, if you didn't perform, like there'd be a bit of controversy over like, I don't know, how you went and stuff like that sort of thing. I reckon that'd scare me a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Well, I'm not the greatest at heights. I don't really like heights. I'm fine in a plane and stuff. It's just like open when it's all open around you. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I get that.
Snakes. Hate snakes. We get a few snakes here, but I don't like snakes very much at all.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
They're not too bad.
They're not too bad till they grab an hold of your leg, are they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You also said you did a bit of riding. What sort of bikes did you ride?
Yeah, we've got like just a cheap like Asian brand. We've got a Pit Pro like 140.
Yeah.
We ride that around. We're not like really into it. We just go down the dune. We used to go down the dunes a little bit and just around the paddock and stuff. And
Yep.
I don't really do it much anymore though. Like I don't know, it gets sort of boring just riding around a motorbike for a couple of hours. But yeah, as we used to do it a fair bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach usually asks this question, but have you had any big injuries, and what's been your biggest?
Yeah. So like I said before, like last year my groin, I had OP, like osteitis pubis. Wasn't as bad as what it could have been, like. But yeah, that set me up. I think I missed 9 games or something last year. Plus, most of the first half of preseason I couldn't do because I was still like doing rehab and recovery and stuff. But I still feel it every now and then now. But I've managed it pretty well this year and got on top of it. Yeah. I think I only missed 1 game this year, which was just a management load game. Yeah.
Going into the interviews, is there like any club? I know you're not going to say what club, but is there any club there that you think are interested in drafting you?
Yeah, there's one club which I think is more interested than any other. But yeah, like I said before, like you just don't know. Like, you don't know what they're telling other people. You don't know what they actually think, or like, because they don't actually give you much. They just ask you questions and have a chat really. But yeah, like I think unless you're like a top 20 probably pick, you're hoping a bit as well. I think on the night, but yeah.
I've done me classic. I had a question, now I've lost it. If you could get any other person to come on here or like nominate them, sort of like what Bailey did with you, who would you suggest?
Well, I reckon Luke Pedler. It'd be good to come on here. Do you know him? Do you
I feel like I've heard the name. I
yeah.
didn't say I know him too well.
So he's a Kingston boy and he's up at PAC. Yeah, I don't think he's had any of the like podcasts or anything like that. Yeah, I reckon he'd be good to stitch up on here. I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get on to him now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Going like, because I'm guessing you got your license and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
What sort of car do you drive?
I bought a Ute about nearly a month ago. I was driving my old man's a plumber. I was driving one of his plumbing Utes for a bit. He had a spare one, but then I got sick of that, so I had to buy my own, and I bought a Ranger. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. Alright.
Yeah, not a new one, but 2012, and it does the job. So yeah.
Yeah, they still go all right.
Yeah.
Yep. Who was your idol or inspiration growing up?
Scott Pendlebury, I reckon. Well, he's been playing since I was a little fella, so I've always watched him, and he's still unreal how he plays. And yeah, probably him. Yeah, I probably idolised him a fair bit growing up. And he's like, he's never in trouble with the media. He's always pretty humble bloke and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids idolise him.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I
Who
thought
do
you'd
you
say something.
who do you base your game like around? So if you had to choose a player, who do you reckon you'd base? Like you base.
Benas is a bit like I probably used to try and like base it on Pendlebury, obviously, but that's probably because I idolised him a fair bit. But probably like a Hugh McCluggage or something. I reckon I'd play a bit like him, bit of like inside outside, half back, can through the midfield sort of thing. Yeah, probably that'd be the closest one to me, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Now I asked Bailey this, but you're good mates with like Zach Phillips,
Yep.
and obviously Bailey.
Yep.
Tell us a bit about like that group and your friendship with them, sort of thing.
Yeah, so like I come up to school start of last year, and I knew Bailey from under 15s. We went to Perth together. So yeah, he was probably the only really one I knew at the school, probably. Oh, and Shribes was at the school, but yeah, Bailey, he was in my year level, so got to know him like a lot better once I moved up there. And then Zach and Caleb moved up this year, and we all had we've got a lesson called SSP, or it's a footy academy sort of subject, and we all did that together, and we didn't get much work done, all us boys in there together, but it was good fun. And then out of school and stuff, we obviously play against each other and hang out a bit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're pretty close mates, I'd say.
Yeah, nice.
So
What's it like playing for a club like Glenelg, who have such a broad history, sort of thing?
It's pretty cool. Obviously, down here, when you play Glenelg, it's a pretty big thing. So then, but obviously, I played it for my whole juniors. So probably this year and last year, it was pretty I was pretty normal for me to be playing up there and stuff. But it's pretty good. And seeing a few legends around the club, like Carey and stuff like that. But yeah, and then I played a little bit of senior footy towards reserves towards the end of the year, and it's pretty cool. It's just it's very professional compared to what I've been used to, sort of thing. So, I love playing up there. It's a great club. Wouldn't change it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I kind of have a rough idea of what your answer's going to be for this question.
Yeah.
But going into if you get drafted or anything like that, who's one player you want to play on?
Play on. Well, I don't reckon I'd like to stand dusty for too long, but I'd probably, I'd love to stand probably Penalbury or something, someone that I really idolised growing up. Obviously, I knew that's who you thought I was going to say, but I reckon it'd be awesome, playing against them, and because you've seen them play for their whole life, and then to stand on them, it'd be awesome, I reckon. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Who's one coach you'd like to play under in the AFL if you could pick any?
I
think I've got an idea of who you're going to say as well.
Well, I don't know. I reckon Chris Fagan would be pretty sick. What he's done at his club would be awesome, and he's sort of a different type of coach to what you see. But yeah, even Buckley again, he's a different. Yeah, obviously, I thought you were going to say that, but
I thought you were going to say Fagan or Buckley. That's the two I was going with.
Oh, really?
You said them both.
Yeah, because they're so different to each other. I think Buckley's when you watch him, he's real serious, and there's nothing wrong with that, and he's real into the game and stuff. Whereas Fags is serious and into the game, but he's I know, he doesn't have that real angry side to him that you see, sort of thing.
Yeah.
He probably does. He just does it behind closed doors. But yeah. One of those to be pretty sick, I reckon.
Yep.
I don't know if you really want to answer this, but what is one club you wouldn't want to play for?
I wouldn't. Well, I've never been a fan of the Crows. I don't know why. Because obviously down here, when you're a kid, before the age of 5, everyone goes to the Crows. You just born into it basically. But I probably wouldn't want to play for them. But obviously, if they did pick me up, I wouldn't be complaining with them. But yeah, I don't know why I don't like them. Just never like the fans or anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you could pick one player, past or present, I guess, to bring to Glenelg, considering you're still playing there, who would that be?
Simon Black.
Yep.
I reckon I used to watch every now and then when I was bored. I used to watch a bit of back at Brisbane days when they 3-beat and stuff, and he was one player that really stood out to me. He wasn't. I don't reckon he was naturally gifted, but he was he was that fit and he was that determined. He was an awesome player to watch. Yeah.
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 I
so
think I
bring him back. Yeah.
Towards the end of his career, that's when I started really watching it. So that's all I can remember.
yeah. I didn't really. I can't remember watching him on the TV or anything, but I watching back to it and stuff, and they were like pretty handy. Yeah, he was a standout for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you because I really want to know what are your thoughts on Melbourne?
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, growing up, they were terrible. They were finished bottom 5 most years and stuff. And
Yeah.
no, I thought the last 2 years they'd be real handy after that. I think 2017. Was it 2017? They were pretty handy or
I
something.
think I think so. Oh, 2018.
Yeah, one of those years. And I was like, shit, these guys are premiership contenders next year. They'd be pretty handy. And then they just
yep.
blew my hopes straight out the door. Yeah.
They pretty much just did what Melbourne are good at doing and just sort of
Hagan, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they finish this year,
9th, we just got knocked out.
Yeah.
By the
So
Doggies.
that's not too bad, I guess. But it's obviously you'd rather be playing finals. But
Yeah.
my thoughts aren't too great about them at the moment. No.
Do you think the Pies are on the downfall, or they're just sort of trying to work their way up?
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, the year before they were in the grand final, they weren't that great. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they made finals. Did they make finals?
I think we finished 11th.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I reckon they're real hit and miss every year. I think they need my check's sick, but I think they need another key forward they can rely on, and they'd be right up there on in premiership contention again. But I don't really know how they're going to trade this season, off season. So
Well, Phillips could be gone today.
But yeah.
Yeah, Phillips could be gone today. So.
Oh yeah, to Hawthorn, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. They could probably use him though, Hawthorn. Well, obviously, who they live, Smith, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so would replace him, and yeah, it'd be pretty handy for them. But yeah, he didn't really play that much this year, I don't think.
I think he was injured for most of it.
Yeah. So yeah, it would have been handy to have in the team. Yeah.
He started to get on my nerves a bit towards the end. I'm not going to lie.
Phillips, yeah. Well,
he just sort of handballed it to wherever he could.
Yeah, when he first come out, sort of thing, his second season, third season, he was pretty good. He was numbers were heaps good running, and he was most games he was over 20 disposals, and now he's fallen off the radar. But yeah.
I'm just sitting here yep. Yeah. Who do you reckon would probably be one of the better key forwards for Collingwood to pick up?
Danaher moving would have been good, but obviously he's already there. But I don't know. And Brown, he's gone to Melbourne, obviously. So he actually has gone, hasn't he?
We're in talks of trading for him.
Trades. So yeah, I reckon. I don't know if the Pies could swoop on him before Melbourne did. But I think he'd probably go to Melbourne or something. But yeah, probably someone like him, just a consistently key forward. Yeah.
He's more than welcome to take Sam Wiedemann off our hands, Yeah.
Pass that one.
Yeah, don't worry. I think we're trying to get rid of him at this point. I'm trying.
He's pretty handy when he has a good game, though.
Yeah, he's either on or he's off.
But he just has 2 good games a season. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jesse Hogan was better.
Yeah, and then he went to Freo and didn't really do much. I don't really know. Yeah. And now he's at WS, so I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah. Where's he from originally? Was he from Western Australia?
Yeah, he's a WA boy.
So you thought he would have been going home to stay home, but
yeah. I think they're trying to get rid of him actually, which I'm not surprised.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're trying to trade him away.
Who?
He's already been traded.
Jesse.
He's at GWS now.
Yeah.
Jesse Hogan.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, I was so sad. I was like, yeah, he's already there. He's at WS. He was one of the first to go.
That's funny.
Yeah.
For
He's
pick
not going to do
52
fuck all.
or
He's not even
something.
going to get a game.
Yeah, it was a late pick as well that they went for.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's how much fucks I give about Fremantle. Oh, well, that's fun.
Who do you think is the most underrated player in the league?
Underrated. Probably Ben Cunnington.
Yeah.
I reckon he's awesome when he plays, but I don't know, probably not the most successful club he's playing at. But yeah, he doesn't get any accolades or anything for like what he does. And Jack McRae's another one, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He would have averaged close to 30 disposals. I don't know if he did or over, but I can't remember. But he would have been up there. And yeah, he just doesn't seem to get the recognition that other players do. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember James Aish at Collingwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be mine. I love him.
Reckon?
He's my favourite player in the league.
That's the Collingwood.
Really? Was it the
Yeah.
long sleeves? Was it?
Hey?
Was it the long sleeves? Was it?
Nah, I don't know. He was a great bloke, and I just reckon he was through his
What's he
hustle.
doing now? Is he out of the system or what's he?
Nah, he's at Fremantle now.
Oh yeah, he used to, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But did he play most of this year?
Yeah, he was just injured for some games.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got his Freo jersey and everything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I love. No one ever says any Melbourne players are underrated. Most people are just like, yeah, no, they're just fucking either useless or they're like half decent. They're not underrated.
Yeah. I reckon there's probably a few overrated players there, but yeah.
Like who?
Right, I reckon. What's his name? Viney. I reckon he's overrated.
Nah, he's an. I'd understand if you said what's his name? Clayton Oliver.
Yeah, he's another one probably. There you go. There's two.
Jack Viney. He's not.
Nah, he's a ball. He's good. I just don't feel like he's kicks it to the best positions all the time. Like he sort of kicks it wherever.
And I'd understand if you said Max Gawn because I think he's a bit overrated.
Yeah, but I think you need him though. Like,
yeah. Well, we've got
Oliver and stuff wouldn't be getting what they get, but yeah.
Yeah, we got Luke Jackson. He's gonna be a good ruckman for us, hopefully, if he stays with us.
Yeah, he's pretty handy.
Because
he's pretty sick.
What's your thoughts on Christian Petrarca?
Dude, like when he was 2 years ago and stuff, when he had a good game, he was at his best, what he is this year. But he just could only do it 2 games a year.
Yeah.
He had heaps of potential, but I know they always say he lacked confidence and stuff, but yeah, then this year he's just come out and he's just dominated the competition. He's that good to watch, I reckon.
He's an
That's my mate Peds that I said before that should come on. That's I reckon he plays like him, that.
Yeah,
I think not as.
I hope he comes to Melbourne.
Yeah, I reckon they're I don't know if you've seen him play or anything. You probably haven't, but yeah, he just reminds me of him. I don't know why. He doesn't think he does, but I reckon he does.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the Pies love getting steals off Melbourne.
Well,
Jeremy Howe for Ben Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy's now at Montmorency, so that's great. Then you'll probably end up getting Neville Jetta for basically nothing, who could end up being all right.
We don't need him.
Are they in talks, are they?
Hey?
Are they in talks at the moment, are they?
Yeah, apparently Bucks offered him a 2-year deal.
Well, there you go.
And he likes it because there's career certainty.
Yeah. Well, how old is he?
30 this year. Or next year.
Oh, so he's getting older, right?
It's just what we need. More old people on our list.
Yeah.
We've already got a solid back line. We don't need him.
You need as much as you can get.
Yeah.
Would you come back on this podcast?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah. It's a good laugh. It's good. I like it.
So,
and if you were to get drafted to a Melbourne club, would you be willing to link up in person or something like that? Obviously, once Rome is over.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, of course I would. Yeah.
Go down the park, have a kick or something.
Grab a puppy.
You don't want to see how I kick the footy.
Yeah.
It's a fair drive for you, wouldn't it?
All depends whereabouts we're going.
I ain't coming up to, what is it? Something Creek?
That was great. I mean, if it's in like the CBD, then it's like an hour away. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Fair enough. I don't know how to cope in Melbourne, though. It's a pretty big city. I've been there a few times, and every time I go there, I feel like I'm going to die from the cold. It's that freezing, and it's not the best place, I don't reckon.
Well, it pretty much shows you our weather when I'm wearing a hoodie and Zach's wearing a bloody singlet.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, look, I'm
Is it
just
cold there at
used
the
to it
moment,
now.
is it?
Hey?
Is it cold there at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Well, for me it is. I don't know about Zach.
It's not even that cold. Well, where I live, it's usually like a lot colder than anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not that cold.
No, it's raining and windy here, so it's not the best day here, but
What's the guy with the mullet that you've got?
I don't know. Do you reckon that's a mullet there? I think you're the first person to agree with me that it's a mullet.
Well, it looks
My mum
more like a
hates it.
mullet than a regular hairstyle.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just was trying to grow it out for the summer. Bit of a surfer hair or something, but I was just trying to stitch my mum up, really. She hates it, so yeah. Good. I reckon it's shocking, to be honest. I don't actually like it, but I just keep it.
Not going to get rid of it?
Nah, not till footy season starts. I got 2 formals coming up in 2 weeks, and I don't think they'll be too impressed when I rock up with it. So, yeah.
How long have you got left on the school year? Or in the school year?
I'm done. Oh,
Yeah, you're in exams now, so
yeah. So yeah, we've got exams now, but I'm done my exams, so I'm done altogether. We've just got up in Adelaide, we got a graduation and a formal sort of thing, and then down here this Friday or next Friday, I've got a formal here for the Kingston where I used to go to school. Yeah.
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 Oh, you go the what was it? The story. That's the funniest story.
Yeah, I do have a good one. So, me and Zachy Phillips, we were in our footy academy lesson, and a bit of mischief, and we got told off. We weren't allowed to talk to each other. We had to separate, so we separated, and so we got the school email, and we weren't sure that we didn't know till after, but if you swear at all on it, it gets flagged, and someone pops up. So we ended up sending some probably not so clean jokes to each other over the. We ended up sending about probably 10 jokes to each other, and then we stopped, and it happened. There was one swear word in the whole lot. So we this one of the dudes come in, and he had it all printed off, and he come in and handed it to the teacher, and they read them out in front of the class, and it was that embarrassing. And we had to get up in front of the class, me and Zach, and had to apologise for wasting our time in lesson and stuff. But the footy coach at the time had to tell us off. But saw him out at school, and he thought they were hilarious. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But at the time, I thought I was going to get him a bit of strife.
I've got one more question. When you got contacted, I don't know how, text, email, whatever, by the AFL clubs that wanted to talk to you, were you well and truly shitting your dacks, or were you just pretty laid back? And
yeah, the first one I was. Well, the first one, because I didn't know how it all worked, and I got a phone call, answered it, and lucky it wasn't, and I thought it was an overseas call, so you're lucky I didn't say something stupid or anything. But ended up being a club, and we talked about it. Then we obviously had a Zoom meeting and stuff, and I was shit myself for the first one, and then other than that it was that similar from then on. But I just didn't know what to expect. No, I hope it went pretty good, but yeah.
no, I think me and Zach will be heavily watching draft night. So
yeah, so will I. So yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Hagan.
No, that's all right.
We appreciate it.
Good luck in the draft.
Thanks, mate. I think I made it, but yeah.
And we'll get back in contact when, obviously, after you drafted about something else.
Yep, that sounds good. All right.
Too easy.
Catch you later.
Catch you later, boys.
Catch up.
It's the best of vibes, we gon' blow your mind. It's the best of vibes, go to brand new heights.